Yakuza 0 has fun gameplay, well-written story, the 80s, Japan, porn. Other games have. First thing on the agenda is gameplay. Let's talk about that. As you may or may not know, most masterpieces are built off of other less good things. The less good thing in this scenario is Yakuza 5, which was the predecessor to Yakuza 0. Now, in case you're like me and would give up your life for Yakuza 5, I'm not saying it's bad. I love that game so much, but I'll save all my words for that review whenever that comes out in like 50 years. But what I want to discuss is how Yakuza 0 improved on Yakuza 5's good but you know, silly combat. Now, Yakuza 5 had 5 protagonists, which is still crazy. Like, can you think of a game with 5 protagonists? Anyways, 4 of those characters had, you know, combat in their gameplay. Yakuza 0 has only 2. So as you can imagine, you know, Yakuza 0 had time to really hone in the gameplay for both characters. As you know, Kiryu has Brawler, Rush, Beast, and Legend, and Majima has Thug, Slugger, Breaker, and Legend. And you wouldn't believe this, but each style is fun and distinct. Earlier I said that Yakuza 5 had silly combat. I lied, but I'm not gonna redo it. I don't think my computer could handle it. Anyways, as an analogy for style switching, if Yakuza, the series, was a bodybuilder, then style switching is kind of like steroids. Or, you know, a good diet, progressive overload, consistency, dedication, all that. Style switching is so good that it's in Judgment, like a Devil Gaiden, Yakuza 8, Devil May Cry 3 and 5, and 4 maybe, I don't know. It's just good. It just makes the battles feel so much more dynamic. Like, you feel so cool switching between styles with I put that clip together last night, and I'm realizing I only switched styles once. But you can ignore that, right? And that's how Yakuza 0 improved on Yakuza 5's silly combat. Don't get me wrong, Yakuza 5 still had some bang combat, but Yakuza 0 is better because of style switching. And another thing, this game is so balanced. The enemies can't block through fucking nukes. There's no endless grabs, no endless encounters in the streets. It's so balanced. But there is one area of gameplay Yakuza 0 does not excel in. Those stealth sections with Makoto. Don't get me wrong, I beat it on my second try, but that was my second playthrough. And when I lost the first time, I had to do it all over again. And it sucks. It's so bad. And so are those car chases. Again, don't get me wrong, I did it on my first try, but that's because it was my second playthrough. And another thing, I know this kind of contradicts myself, but who cares about professionalism? Rush style is kind of cringe. What makes it cringe is that there's only 2 finishing moves, and a lot of the heat actions require the brass knuckles. Long story short, it's the most bare-bones style in the game. Still fun though. But now it's time to talk about what makes Yakuza. You don't get that joke. The side content. Justice will break in the law, breaking the world, $10 will breaking the rule. There are so many games that fail to make side content fun or something that you want to do. Now I can only name one, Stellar Blade, but every single piece of side content in Yakuza 0 is something I wanted to do, other than Mahjong. And like any of the Japanese board games you have to learn. You got bowling, the cat fight club, you got the disco, you got karaoke, you got 2 business mini games, and you have 99 sub-stories. And the telephone cards. And the story, oh my god, I love the story. Now, let me preface this section by saying Yakuza 0 and the Yakuza series in its entirety often falls into this trope where characters say what they're feeling instead of showing, especially with the villains. But at the end of the day, a story sets out to get you to care about its narrative and its characters, and leave you feeling something once you reach the end credits. And in my opinion, Yakuza 0 achieves this. An example I want to use for this, when Kiryu brings Tachibana's dead body to Makoto, and she starts sticking her hands out, trying to feel where he is, and her slowly realizing he's not alive. I felt sadness there. I could empathize with Makoto. And then shit-ass Stellar Blade. And the characters in this game grow. Kuze grows from a guy who just wants to beat Kiryu's ass to a guy who respects Kiryu for his strength. And Kiryu the same way. He ends up respecting Kuze, calling him that word. Awano, after losing to Majima, realizing that the life path he chose was devoid of purpose, and sacrificing his life for Majima because he knows it's the right thing to do. Majima growing to love Makoto over the course of the game, only to have to give up his love as soon as he's ready to open up so she can live a normal life. And there's so many more praises I want to give to this game's story that I just can't fit in this video because they're going to kill me if I don't release it soon. So I'm going to wrap up this video with two things. Fake ass Dragon Shibusawa. And finally, Rain.